Hey guys, Jimmy J Doom here. A little while ago I uploaded a video about the Marble League, and it's my best performing video on my channel ever that isn't a short. And in that video I said if the video performed well, I would do more. So here we are, I'm doing more. I gained quite a few subscribers from that, so if you're one of those people, welcome. I'm very excited to be doing more Marble League content, because I love the Marble League, but I am going to continue doing the stuff that I always do. So if you want to check out that stuff, which is just gaming and honestly, this channel is whatever I want to do. So I could do gaming stuff, I can do reviews, I can do whatever I end up wanting to do. It's a lot of completely random stuff. So if you ever find any other video on my channel that intrigues you, please do give it a watch. That would be greatly appreciated by me because I put a lot of effort into all my stuff. But welcome if you're one of the new subscribers. And I came up with an idea for like a Marble League series that I can do on my channel. But I'm still testing out like exactly how I want to do that. So in the meantime, I decided to do a tier list video where I rate every single team that's ever competed in the Marble League on a tier list. I've decided how you qualify to be on the tier list is by having competed in any official Marble League event, being qualifiers, showdown, or the main league. If you've competed in any one of those at least once, then you are on this tier list. So teams like the Blackjacks or the Quicksilvers or Team Plasma are also here, even if Team Plasma and Blackjacks haven't actually competed in the Marble League per se. Something with like the Solar Flares. And even teams that have retired, like the Jawbreakers, are here as well. And I'll be rating them all on here. We have favorite team, teams I root for. So basically, one team will go here. This is just my number one favorite team, the one that I 100% of the time will be cheering for above every other one. Then there's teams I root for because I have my favorite team, but I really like a few other ones as well, to the point where I also cheer for them. So like if they win, I'm 100% happy as well. Then there's teams I like. So these are teams that I just, they're pretty cool teams. I have nothing against them. They're pretty cool. And I like them a lot. I just don't ever really specifically cheer for them. And there's teams I don't care about. These are teams that just, I don't know, I don't care about them. They haven't done anything to make me care about them, or just, I don't know, just something. They haven't done anything to like make me like them or dislike them or anything. And then there's teams I actively root against, which is not going to be many because I'm not very brutal. And I'm nothing like the Saurus, so don't be expecting me to be dishing out like big burns or anything to any team. But there is a couple teams that I do actively cheer against. So starting off, we have the Balls of Chaos. This team is definitely going to go into the teams I like. I don't think I've ever really cheered for them before, but they're alright. I like them. I like them quite a bit. I like their chaotic energy. It's very fun. So next up we have the Blackjacks. I think I'm going to put the Blackjacks in teams I like as well. I didn't cheer for them in Hubalino at all. I was cheering for Green Gang, actually. We know how that went. But the Blackjacks are very cool. I like them a lot, and I would love them to come back. Be one of the 4 teams returning. That would be great. Then we have Bumblebees. I don't really care about the Bumblebees. I mean, they're nice, I guess, but I mean, their concept isn't all that cool. It's just a kind of insect, and then like they haven't done anything. They haven't really performed super well, so they're just that's where they go. Then we have Chocolatiers. This is actually a team that I root for, mainly because first of all, I love chocolate, and I've rooted for this team for quite a long while, ever since this one day when I actually I doubt they remember this because I'm sure they meet a lot of fans, but I actually met Mocha, who's a member of the team, in person. It was very, very cool. I even have their autograph, which I can show you on screen right here. It's a lot better than I expected it to be, but ever since that day, I always cheered for the Chocolatiers, but they're not like my favorite team. That's because my favorite team is Crazy Cat's Eyes. That's right. They're my number one favorites. I'm not one of those new bandwagon jumpers. I've been a Crazy Cat's Eyes fan since like before it was cool. I know. I cheered for them ever since I started watching the Marble League, which would have been in between 2018 and 2019. So it was like after 2018 had finished, but before 2019 had started. That's when I found the Marble League, and immediately I like the Crazy Cat's Eyes the best. Or maybe not immediately, but pretty quickly on. So they're my favorite team, and I will always root for them above everybody else, no matter what. Then we have the Gliding Glaciers. They're another team I don't really care about too much right now. They did just perform very well this last Marble League, but I don't know. So far they seem like they're just gonna pull a Minty Maniacs is my guess. Like, they retire, they come back to the league, they come second place immediately, and then they just finish pretty terribly. that's my guess for the Gliding Glaciers. We'll see if they do that, but for right now, I don't really see any reason to care about them. Then we have the Golden Orbs. They're another team So the Golden Orbs were originally going to go into teams that I like, because I did like the Golden Orbs and everything. But then their captain, Orby, stole my applesauce. That's right, he literally just stole it from me. So I'm sorry, but I have to root against them now. I have to. Like, he stole my applesauce. So the Golden Orbs are a team I root against now. If they come back, I'll be happy to see them, but I will root against them in every single competition. Then we have the Green Ducks. They're a team that I like the Green Ducks. Yeah, they haven't done a lot. They came second once, and since then have finished pretty mediocrely. They're going to be hosting, though. I'm very excited to see how that goes, but I don't know. They haven't really done a ton, so I like them, though. I do really like them. Obviously, in 2019, when they just did so amazing, it was very cool, and there was loads of hype for them. So, yes, definitely teams that I like. Hazers, going to be another one that's teams I like. Mainly because of just they keep doing really, really well and then just not winning, and I kind of feel a little bad for them. I kind of want to see the Hazers do well, but I also don't like specifically cheer for them. So, but they're an amazing team. I definitely really like them a lot. The Hornets, I don't care about the Hornets. They're the Bumblebees 2.0. I guess they have cooler color scheme in my opinion, but obviously they retired. I don't really want to see the Hornets return, honestly. I think that we're just fine without them. Like, I don't think we need both Bumblebees and Hornets, and Hornets never ever, like, they competed well in like the qualifiers, I think, or the showdown or something, and that was the only thing they ever did well in, and after that they've just been kind of terrible. So I don't really care about them very much. Then we have the Indigo Stars. I don't care about the Indigo Stars. Like, haven't they finished like 12th and 11th and stuff every year? I don't know exactly which play. I feel like they continuously finished like 13th and 12th or something. I don't remember. But they haven't done a ton. I don't know. I don't really care about them too much. They're just going to go there. Jawbreakers, they never did anything either. They were in the league for 5 years and they never did anything. So they never given me a reason to care about them. I do like all their names and stuff, and their logo is pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't really care about them too much. If they come back, that'd be nice, I guess, but I don't need to see them come back necessarily. Then we have the Jungle Jumpers. They're a team I root for, actually. I really like the Jungle Jumpers. I don't know, they're just I don't know what I like about them exactly, but I really like them. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm jumping J of Doom into the Jungle Jumpers. That's probably it, actually. Okay, that's why I like them so much. Then we have the Cobalts. I don't care about the Cobalts. So I know everybody's been like, wow, they're the first team to win a tournament twice in a row. Good job. And like, yes, that was impressive. Congratulations on your twice in a row win, Cobalts. But this is the thing, guys. I don't think the Cobalts deserve as much praise as they've been getting recently, because they won a competition twice in a row, and they were the first team to ever do that. Yes, great job. That was very impressive. Here's the problem, though. The fact that they won the showdown twice in a row means that they've failed to qualify for the Marble League twice in a row. And that also means that, like, yes, they won twice in a row, but that was the losers tournament. They won the losers tournament twice in a row. Like, good job, guys, but I'm not going to give you too much props for that. I don't really care about you too much. Next, we have the Limers. I do like the Limers, probably because I've tricked myself into liking the color green. But I don't, like, root for them or anything. I'm just going to put them in teams that I like. I think it's interesting that they're the only Fruit Circuit team at this point. Like, all the other 3 Fruit Circuit teams have, like, proven themselves to be really good at marble sports. But they're the ones, and this is the other interesting thing, the Limers are the ones who won the Fruit Circuit, but they're the only one to have not won the Marble League now. It's like, wow. But I like them. They're nice. They're nice. Meliello is a team that I root for. I love Meliello. I've always loved Meliello. I love their chant. They've got one of the best chants, like, Mellow, yeah, yellow, yeah. I love it. It's great. I was very excited for them when they won this year. It was very, very... I was really hoping Crazy Cat's Eyes would somehow pull it off, but you know what, Meliello, props to you. Good job. And they're also one of the only 4 teams to have still qualified for every single last Marble League, so... And now they're guaranteed another year. Like, it's possible that the Savage Speeders, O-Rangers, and Thunderbolts will all fail to qualify next year, and then Meliello will be the only team left to have competed in every single last Marble League. And that would be pretty crazy, because they're guaranteed next time. But Savage Speeders, Rangers, and Thunderbolts, none of them are. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Next up is the Midnight Wisps. I don't really care about them too much. They did win a year. Good for them. I don't know. Even though they won a year, they still haven't felt very present to me. So they're just going to go there. I don't know. Minty Maniacs. Like I said, I put Gliding Glaciers in here because they just remind me of them so much. I did like the Minty Maniacs last year. They did pretty good. They got 3rd place. But this year, they performed so lackluster. I did love them in the Hubalina tournament. You know, they won the first one of those, and then the Bumblebees won the second one. But I don't know. I was cheering for the Green Gang the whole time. So if anything, that just made me like them less because they kept beating the Green Gang. So I don't know. Minty Maniacs, I don't really care about them that much. Then we have the Oceanics. I 100% root for the Oceanics. Not above the Crazy Cat's Eyes, obviously, but this is what won me over about them, okay? Like, the Oceanics were kind of just like whatever to me until I learned that they were amazing. Not amazing, but they were pretty good at most of the events, just not underwater events. And that fact just made me so happy. And so then I started rooting for them. And I can't wait to see the day that they get a gold medal in an underwater event. That will be the day. I will root for them until then, don't worry. Oh, Rangers, another team that I cheer for. Obviously, they have the classic chant, "Oh," which is great. Actually, their chant was one of the big reasons why I loved the Marble League so much originally. And that's why I was like, wow, this is really good, because even like things like a team having their own chant and stuff, like, that's amazing. And so I loved the Rangers. For a little bit, when I very first got into the Marble League, they were my favorite team overall, but that's not the case anymore. Obviously, I like Crazy Cats a bit more. But then we have the Pinkies. I also root for the Pinkies. I root for a lot of not very good teams for the most part. Like, obviously, the Rangers are really good. Melios, they're kind of like wishy-washy on how good they are. Like, they're good sometimes, pretty bad other times. But other than that, these aren't great teams. The Pinkies, though, I love them so much. What I really want is a Marble League some year where, like, the Pinkies host it, and then it's just and then the twist is it's every regular old event, but it's just pink. So, like, it's the funnels, but every funnel is the color pink. Or, like, it's block pushing, but the blocks are pink. Or, like, it's one of those, like, kinetic sand events, but the kinetic sand is pink. You get what I'm saying? That would be the best thing ever. I loved the fact that they didn't make it to the showdown for the first event for part 2 because they were doing a dance competition. Like, that's the most classic Pinkies thing ever. And good job to Pinky Promise on that. Like, you did. Pinky Promise did great in the triathlon for a coach. So that was great. Yeah, I like the Pinkies. Then you have the Quicksilvers. I don't care about the Quicksilvers. Again, haven't really done anything other than come last place. But I don't know. I guess if they come back, that would be okay. But I don't know. I'm not like looking for them to come back. They were in my predictions, but that was just because there wasn't many teams. I was going only returning teams, and they were one of the only return. Like, there's not many like teams who left the Marble League but were in it before. So I had to put. That's my secret, guys. I actually had to put Quicksilvers on there. But no, I don't really care about them. If they make it back, whatever. Doesn't mean much to me. Then we have Raspberry Racers. I don't really know. I mean, they're either in I like or I root against. That's literally where I'm actually torn between putting them in I like or I root against them. Because I know that this year, I just wanted any team other than the Raspberry Racers or the Savage Speeders to win. That's what I was like. I was like, okay, Crazy Cat's Eyes winning would be the best case scenario. But if any other team wins than those two, that would be great. Because I just didn't want to see the Raspberry Racers win twice right after the Savage Speeders won twice. And I didn't want to see the Savage Speeders win a third time. That would have been horrible. So, yeah, I don't know. Raspberry Racers are one of the two. I think I'm still going to put them in I like them, even though I was hardcore rooting against them this last year. But I don't really want to see them win again. But I do like them. So, I don't know. They're going to go there. I was happy to see them win the first time, but I don't want to see them win again. At least not anytime soon. Then we have the Rojo Rollers. Team I root for. Again, another not very great team. I guess I really like underdogs. I don't know what to tell you. But I love the Rojo Rollers. And the reason is, in the Hubalina tournament, I cheered for the Green Gang. But I was also very partial towards the Ruby Rollers. And I don't know if this is canon, because I've never looked it up, because I'm just too lazy to ever look it up. But my head canon is that the Rojo Rollers and the Ruby Rollers are like different divisions of the same like organization with teams. Like it's like Racers Incorporated or something. And so you got the the Rollers Incorporated. So you got the Rojo Rollers, who's like the Spanish or yeah, I guess the Spanish division or whatever. And then you have the Ruby Rollers, which are the I don't know if it's American edition, but it's and then the two teams, whatever country, and then the two teams are like the same from the same boat. That would be great. So ever since I just immediately when I saw that name, I thought that was what they were originally. So Savage Speeders, I'm sorry, they gotta go there. I love the Royal Rangers. They're like their biggest enemy. And also, they just keep doing too well, and it's getting annoying. Obviously, this year they didn't do great. Like, 12th place is not a super good... It's not a very good finish at all, actually. That's a pretty bad finish, but I don't know. They have a constant success. Normally, like, this is the first year they've ever done poorly, so I root against them 100%. Then we have Shining Swarm. They're gonna go, and I don't care. Because they haven't done anything from what I can. Like, they were the team that won the fidget spinner competition, but other than that, they haven't done anything, and I don't care about them. I don't know. there was a poll on Twitter, like, which one do you like more, Shining Swarm or Team Momo? And I was like, is that really a competition? Like, what has the Shining Swarm ever done? I don't know. Anyway, then we got Snowballs. I like the Snowballs. I definitely don't ever root for them, but I like them. They're nice. It was cool. They're the very first host team ever, so that's also cool that they started that tradition, which is a tradition I love, but they just haven't done anything really. So I like them. They haven't done anything for me to root for them, I guess is more. So I like them. I just haven't really ever cheered for them. Solar Flares. So I know this is going to seem a little bit like hypocritical because I keep saying the team hasn't done anything, and Solar Flares haven't done anything at all. But I like them. And I'm intrigued to see how they do next year. Like, they did pretty bad this year. Let's just be real. But I feel like they just weren't ready for this level of competition at all. But I'm hoping that that they can take this longer break and they can train really, really, really hard. And then by next year, maybe they can do really well. And I'm just excited to see what happens. Team Galactic, they're going to go in... I think they're going to go in teams I don't care about. Not because they haven't done anything, but because and this is the weird thing, because they've hosted a year of the Marble League, but that's like... them and the Cobalts are the two teams I forget about their existence the most. Like, by far. Even though Team Galactic has hosted before, I still forget about them a lot. And even though Cobalts have won twice in a row, I still forget about them a lot. So I don't know. That's just where they got to go. Team Momo, team I root for 100%. I think everybody knows why. I root for them for the same reason everybody else roots for them. So I was actually really excited to see them doing so well this year. I was like, yes, Team Momo victory. That would be the most epic thing ever, but it didn't happen. But, it's okay. We have Team Plasma. I don't care about them. I like Ghost Plasma, I guess, but Team Plasma just never did anything. So they competed in a qualifier, and that's all they've ever competed in before. I think that's like they've competed in like the least things ever, I feel like. They competed in one Marble League qualifier, and that is it. And then they disband, and so I don't care about them. If they come back, then whatever. I don't, honestly, even though they were my predictions, I don't want to see them come back, because I just don't feel like it's worth it. So, I like Ghost Plasma. I'm not a huge fan of Team Plasma. Next up, we have Team Primary. Root for them. Same reasons as Momo. I mean, maybe not exactly the same. I think I like Momo a little better, but I definitely root for Team Primary. Definitely. Yeah, I like them a lot. I don't know. Thunderbolts. I'm sorry. I don't care about the Thunderbolts. They've competed in every single Marble League to date. Haven't won yet. Maybe they'll be like Maliella and do it next year, but I don't know. I feel like they're constantly like, oh, we made it into the Marble League, but we're just not going to do well in the Marble League. And so it's not like I root against them or anything, but I just don't really care about them. And then there's the Turtle Sliders. Oh, poor Turtle Sliders. I've wanted them to compete in the actual Marble League ever since they were introduced. I really want to see these guys compete more, because I really like their existence, but they just don't seem to be a good team. And so I really struggle to put them in either here or here, because they haven't done anything. I said that about other teams, but they really haven't done anything. But I like their existence so much. So I'm going to put them in teams I like, but like here, I'm not actually putting them in like any specific order, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them over here and just say this is where the turtle sliders are gonna go. They're gonna go at the very end of teams I like. Yeah, I don't know. That's just where they belong. I feel like that's all. That's where I place all my teams. Crazy Cat's Eye is my favorite team by far. But that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be hopefully doing a full like Marble League series at some point that I'll do. But we'll see when that happens, or if it happens. I might end up doing something else depending on if I can't figure out a good way for it to make it work. So I'm still thinking about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And that's gonna be all. Bye. Oh, and make sure to tell me how wrong I am about all these teams in the comments.
If you don't subscribe to Jumping Jay of Doom, the Fire Nation will take over the world. Watch out.